16 teams, 27 battles, only one winner, is what I'd be saying if this were a film. It's not, it's a quiz, but it's actually very like a film. It raises interesting questions, you never know who's going to get killed off, and the special effects are so good you probably won't even notice them. It's just like Lord of the Rings. I'm thinking especially of those moments after the show, when, remembering the bottle of whiskey I left in my dressing room, I crawled towards it in my pants, whispering precious. 2 new teams tonight, and they are, on my right, Anne Miller, a politics and sociology graduate who ran the Tango Society at Edinburgh University and knows more about puffins than anyone else. Andrew Hunter Murray, an Oxford English graduate who performs in a Jane Austen-themed improvisation group called Ostentatious and makes very good slow gin. And their captain, James Harkin, a maths and physics graduate who has danced with the world's most advanced humanoid robot and once broke a rib while being chased by a zombie. United by something quite interesting, they are the QI Elves. The QI Elves! Above ground at last. I'm sure our viewers will be immediately asking, do you know everything about everything?
No, not at all. I think one of the main things about QI is that nobody really knows anything. We'll be proving that tonight.
Well, it's very exciting to have you here. Certainly at Only Connect, when we heard we were going to BBC Two, we were very pleased at the idea of being slightly nearer our fellow geeks. I'm hoping it'll be very crowded in the corner of the Christmas party this year. I am equally excited to welcome on my left Richard Clay, a Cambridge maths graduate who runs his local juggling club and has a style of juggling named in his honour. Vince Milner, a civil servant and maths graduate who was kidnapped for 120 seconds as a baby in Cyprus. And their captain, Mike Hart, a former university careers advisor who enjoys hill walking and has only missed 1 episode of Doctor Who since 1978. United by a passion for prose, they are the Bibliophiles. So are the Bibliophiles all members of a book club?
Well, partly true, yes. So my wingmen here, Richard and Vince, are in a book club, which I have applied to join, but alas, I've yet to gain entry. They have so far snubbed my approaches.
Where do you think you're going wrong?
I pressed my face up against the window, but apparently the little sitting rooms that they go to are too small to accommodate new members.
Is there an auditions procedure?
I don't know, I haven't got that far, to be honest. Maybe the telephone interview, I don't know.
We're going to start with round 1. What's the connection between 4 apparently random clues? QI Elves. I'll be saying that a lot. QI Elves. You won the toss. You will be going first. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
OK, we would like 2 reads, please.
OK. It's the music question immediately. You may hear a maximum of 4 pieces of music, but the fewer you hear, the more points you get for the right answer. The first is coming in now.
She comes out of the sun in a silk dress,
Next.
Very thought of you.
It had to be you.
And I forget
You've done the math. It had to be you. Next.
when there are grey skies. I don't mind the grey skies. You'll make them blue.
Next. We don't know that.
3 seconds.
Is it Otis Redding? Yeah. They all have names which are places in the UK.
Not a valid connection, I'm afraid. So, Bibliophiles, you've got the chance of a bonus point.
Do they all involve names of pets?
Well, not unless you called all the pets Al. We heard Year of the Cat, Al Stewart. The very thought of you, Al Bowley. It was then Al Jolson with Sonny Boy and Al Green with Let's Stay Together. All Als. So no bonus point, Bibliophiles, but you may choose your own question.
Horned viper, please.
The Viper. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next. Next.
Could be a strap-on.
Straight into his head.
Yeah. Take the last one.
Sure.
Next. We're going for Australian TV shows.
Not the answer, although I imagine you could pitch them all as Australian TV shows, but it doesn't connect them all. QI Elves, your chance for a bonus.
We don't know. We're going to try, are they alternative titles for TV shows when they've gone to another country?
They're not a similar area, but no, I tell you what this is. These are all the autobiographies of sports people. Sirius is the autobiography of John McEnroe, Freeman Fortune, Steve Davis, As Told to Brian Radford. G'day, you pommy b. Want to have a guess who that might be?
Shane
Keep
Warne.
on singing.
David Bumble Lloyd.
Oh.
And the last one, it's not about the bike.
Bradley Wiggins, Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong.
It really
So
wasn't about the bike,
Armstrong.
was it? Sports people's autobiographies was the answer there. Elves, what would you like now?
We'll try Lion, please.
Lion. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Yep, I do know what number.
He was number 13. Next. Next.
Okay, is this consecutive years? When was that? Was that 1822? When did he become
That was
like
much
18?
after. That was much after Millard Fillmore. Next. Oh gosh, I've never heard of him. Have you?
No. Chaos?
3 seconds.
We're going to try the number 13.
It is the number 13. I heard you on the first question muttering that Millard Fillmore is the 13th president.
yeah.
Where do you think Lace fits in?
I have absolutely no
13
idea.
pins?
Oh, the 13th Amendment, is it? The slavery one?
The abolition of slavery is the 13th Amendment. Lace is the 13th wedding anniversary. And the last
Not
clue
got that far yet.
refers to the early psychedelic rock band 13th Floor Elevators. Well done, 13 is the connection. Back to you, Bibliophiles, for a question.
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next. Next. Next.
Oh, it's part of political things.
Yes.
It's party political emblems and their associated colours.
That's absolutely it. Coming in after 3 clues, you get 2 points. A rose with the red colour of the Labour Party. Tree is the logo of the Tories in blue. Pound of
UKIP.
UKIP, who are purple, and Bird, you didn't need to see, the Lib Dems in yellow. Logos of political parties and their colours. Well done. Back to you, Elves.
Can we try water, please?
Why not? What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
But it could be anything, right? Next, please. It's named after something. We're not going to get it on the surface. Next. Okay. All played by people from the Opals. Oh, I don't think so. I'm going to go next. Next. Gandalf. Okay.
3 seconds.
Okay. We're going to say Martin Freeman's worked with them as a second place part in the. He's the.
Martin Freeman's been the sidekick to all of those characters.
They are all people who have had a sidekick played by Martin Freeman. That is Ford Prefect in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, was accompanied by Martin Freeman as
Arthur Dent.
Arthur Dent. David Brent from The Office had Tim Canterbury as a sidekick played by Martin Freeman. Sherlock Holmes, obviously, in the modern one, played by Benedict Cumberbatch. Do people tell you you look like Benedict Cumberbatch?
A little bit, yeah.
He has a really long coat as well, which is good in winter.
That I'd like to see. Yes, his associate John Watson, played by Martin Freeman, and Gandalf in The Hobbit. His associate Bilbo Baggins, all played by Martin Freeman. Back to you, Bibliophiles, for the last question. The Twisted Flax. These are going to be picture clues. What connects them? Here's the first.
Do you recognise him? Yeah, it's that guy in Vicar of Dibley. Yes.
Next. Next. Sorry.
It's peacock. What's the peacock symbol of it?
Yeah, he's Mr. Peacock in Victor.
Yeah. We're going to say peacock.
Once again, coming in after 3 clues, you get 2 points. Peacock is the connection. What can you tell me about those clues you're looking at?
I think Richard may here have to help out.
Well, that's the NBC symbol is a peacock.
So the first one is either the actor's Peacock or he plays Mr. Peacock in Vicar of Dibley. I can't remember.
It's the actor Trevor Peacock from The Vicar of Dibley. Second one is the Paralympian Johnny Peacock, and you didn't need to see Mrs. Peacock from the game of Cluedo. Well done. So at the end of round 1, the QI Elves have 2 points, the Bibliophiles have 4. Round 2 is the sequences round. This time, the teams may see a maximum of 3 clues because I want to know what comes fourth. They must work out the connections, then the sequence, then the final clue. Elves, you'll be going first again. Please choose a hieroglyph.
OK, let's try Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Any ideas?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I think.
OK, but we're not going to get it off the next one, are we? Next, please.
Oh, gosh, what's that? Is that,
We don't know.
with like 5 in the title or a number in the title?
We're going to have to go.
Yeah, let's go next.
Next. 3, 2, 1. So it's something with 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
So 2, 1 is a second-class degree. A higher second-class degree.
An upper second-class degree would be a perfect example of what I'm looking for. And what am I looking for?
We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Presumably that's 4, 3, 2, 1, although we didn't know it.
The Noel Clarke film 4, 3, 2, 1, that's right.
And then much more in our kind of territory. Dusty Bin was on 3, 2, 1. And, yeah, 2, 1 is the last one.
That's right. The sequence 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with a number coming off the beginning each time. So an example of 2, 1 would be an upper second. Back to you, Bibliophiles. What would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
That's a nickname for the state. Next.
Oh, well, we're moving southwards to Georgia, Florida.
So lots of foreigners.
Next.
Yeah, there's peaks like Sunshine State. Sunshine State.
Yeah. Do you know what that is?
I think I'm going to say Sunshine.
Okay.
I think that's the answer.
Sunshine FL.
Is the right answer. And why is that?
They're the states travelling sort of southwards on the Atlantic seaboard. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, and their nicknames.
That's exactly right. Do you know what a palmetto is?
I think I did. Is it? No, actually, I'm going to make something up if I'm not careful.
It's just a sort of little palm tree. That's all
what
it
I was
is.
actually going to say. But I suddenly had this I'm making it up feeling.
Georgia is the peach state. The sunshine state is Florida. What about Tar Heel? Where do you think that comes from?
I don't remember. I did know once. I looked it up.
Any idea over there?
We don't know.
Nobody knows, in fact. What do you get for that on QI? An elephant?
Yeah, we should have a little
Jokers.
joker here saying nobody knows.
Nobody knows. It's not confirmed. There are various rumours, usually to do with wars. Some people say that English soldiers said that you always got tar on your heel if you walked through the rivers of North Carolina. And there's an alternative suggestion that's to do with the Civil War, that deserters would have tar put on their heels as a punishment. But it is not confirmed. Well done, though. Sunshine FL would be the next in the sequence. Elves, your turn.
Let's go for the water, please.
Water. What would be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Okay, should we go next?
Yeah, see if there's that vice president or deputy.
It could be. Next.
Sherry Booth.
Sherry Booth. What's his surname? What's her surname, though?
What's her last name? The handbags, the notebooks, Smites.
Is it?
No, she's not. She's related to the Smites. She's not the Smites.
I don't know. Is it 2010?
Yeah, it was when we go.
Might as
3
well go for it.
seconds.
Bailey. 2010 Bailey.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So I'm going to show the third in a sequence to the Bibliophiles. You've got the chance of a bonus point.
We're going to say 2010 Sheffield.
That is the right answer. I think you knew the connection over there.
We just couldn't work out where.
What's the connection?
We think it's the surname, the maiden names of the other halves of the Prime Ministers.
That's right, it's Prime Minister's spouses. And Norma Major was born Johnson. Sherry Booth still uses that name, of course. 2007, Sarah Brown was Sarah Macaulay before she married Gordon Brown. And 2010, Samantha Cameron
Shame
was
on us.
previously Samantha Sheffield. So, Bibliophiles, you get the bonus and the chance to choose your own question.
Twisted flax, please.
The twisted facts. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
His name.
No.
Next. It's Calps. What's that then? Yeah, Rouse Camp.
No. No idea.
True. Next.
So he was head of either the IAAF or the Olympic. What's it?
Yes.
It's
Summeridge. What's his name? Summeridge.
Yeah, I thought was another guy after him. I'd go for after
3 seconds.
We're going to go for Juan Samaranch.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So, QI Elves, that's the 3 clues. What comes forth for a bonus point?
We're going to guess at Sepp Blatter.
The answer is Sepp Blatter. What did you think the connection was over there?
We went for the IOC. We knew it was a sporting leadership role. We got the wrong category.
They are successive presidents of FIFA. And after João Havelange, Sepp Blatter. So you get that bonus, Elves, and it's your turn to choose a question.
We will go for Lion, please.
Lion. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Battleships. Could be the game. No, it's just it. But there's 5 in a battleship, actually. Yeah. Next. Okay, so the board games. I think we should go next. Yeah, sure. Next. NFL Super Bowl electric football. Okay, so it's a game where you need 4 forms. They're like mastermind. Where you need to line up 4 things that your opponent's got. Do you know what I mean? Or you need 4
3 seconds.
We're going to go for 4 of 4, connect 4.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. Bibliophiles, do you know?
We're going to say 4 of 4 Scrabble.
Not it. It's 4 of 4 Twister. And I'll tell you why. This is something that will just ring a bell or it won't. They are the games that Bill and Ted play against death in the film Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. It's a sort of parody of the Bergman where they play chess against death. But in Bill and Ted, they play Battleships, Clue, Super Bowl, Electric Football, and then Twister. One remaining question for you, Bibliophiles, the Horned Viper. These are going to be picture clues. I'd like to hear what you'd expect to see in the 4th picture. Here's the first.
Next. Next.
That's the only colour.
Yeah. The Only Connect logo.
You would see the full title card of Only Connect. That is the sequence. It's our title card in order of decreasing pixelation. And finally, you would see it in full. I'm sorry it took you 3 clues to spot. Thought you might get it after 1, never mind. At the end of round 2, the QI Elves have 5 points, the Bibliophiles have 9. Tick-tock, connecting wall o'clock. 16 clues this time, all jumbled up, and the teams have to sort them into 4 connected groups of 4. Bibliophiles, you'll be going first this time, so please choose lion or water.
Lion, please.
Lion, you have 2.5 minutes to solve this wall, starting now.
Just plain, please. Piper.
So they've got
Cessna Piper.
What else is a plane?
Is it swan?
There's a partridge, pear tree, gold rings, swans and pipers. Lord, okay. So, okay. So what planes do we have left? Cessna, Hawker, Piper we've tried already. Wenger, 2 means Paul, Rioch, Bruce Rioch, their manager of Arsenal. And Graham, what's his name, Graham?
George Graham.
George Graham. And Piper sounds like a last name.
Could be.
It could be me, I reckon, one of those two.
Yeah.
Do you want... Yeah, okay. Let's go.
3 strikes now, you've got plenty of time.
So we get Cessna, Berlin, and Piper. Oh. What are the names? Is it a word
The
thing?
hawker, someone who sells things. For hawker or munger.
Tout is
Tout.
selling.
Tout and probably an embraer.
Okay, well,
And then these are plain. Oh no,
Chapman.
Oh, it's always Chapman.
Right, what do we need to rush? Is Tout, Munger, Hawker.
The hawker's a plain, isn't it?
Yeah. Things that's people that sell things. So that's so we're going to say planes and things and
Yeah.
Embraer. So we're going to go for that. Should we try that? Should we try it?
Yeah.
No,
2 goes left. And you've got 1
Billy
minute.
Piper.
I think we've got the categories.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yes, I'm just okay. That's random. So planes. Cessna's got to be a plane.
Boeing has to be a plane.
Boeing has to be a plane.
Is it Chapman?
Time's running down.
Does Chapman sell anything?
I think I'll try Hawker.
I think we're going to have to try Hawker, Chapman with a Brayer. One of those 4. And assume these 3 are in the same set. We haven't got much time.
Okay.
Okay.
So we do.
Yeah.
Yep.
1 more try.
So we're saying we're going to try these 2 and hope for the best.
Yeah.
You don't like that, Richard. We've already tried that, haven't we? The Piper's a plane, and the Chapman maybe.
We tried Chapman.
Lord, okay.
So we tried
I think Chambray's a plane.
That's it, you've solved the wall with 10 seconds to go. Very well done. So that's 4 points for the groups. What about the connections? The first blue group starting Gold Ring.
So they are categories from the 12 days of Christmas.
They feature in the 12 Days of Christmas. And the next group, Rioch or Roach or Roich or... What's that?
Arsenal managers.
They are. I thought after the Sepp Blatter question you perhaps weren't football fans.
We're not, but we got that.
They have all been manager of Arsenal. And the pink group, Boeing, Embraer, Cessna, Piper.
Plane manufacturers.
They are aircraft manufacturers. Finally, Hawker, Chapman, Tu or Tout, Munger or Monger.
Names of people who sell things.
Words for salesperson. Yes, Chapman, a little bit obscure. It's from the Old English. I won't try to pronounce it, but Chapman. I did try to pronounce it. But an Old English word for a seller. So that is 4 points for the groups you found, 4 points for the connections. I'll give you a bonus of 2 for getting it all right. That is the maximum of 10. Well done. Time to bring in the QI Elves, give them a new connecting wall, 16 different clues that they need to solve in the exact same way. It'll be the water wall for you elves, because the line's been taken. You have 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Okay.
We have Saddam Hussein.
We have some cups here. Ryder cup.
Richard Milhouse Nixon.
Okay.
I think they might be Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Milhouse, what do you think theirs?
Yeah.
there's
Can I
another
do
one.
some of these cups? So
Yeah.
it's Solheim Cup, Ryder Cup, Walker Cup, President's Cup. Oh, yeah.
Wow,
Got
okay.
that. So that's good.
Brilliant.
So
These,
Sherry.
I don't know, Simpsons, or are they
Oh, so
red
Barack
herring?
Hussein Obama, Richard
Yes.
Milhouse Nixon, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Yeah. So what would the other one be? Should we try a
I don't know.
few or?
Maybe. But once we've done this.
Oh.
There we go.
okay.
3 strikes and you're out now.
Johnson.
You've got lots of
So
time.
this is middle names, this is cups.
Okay.
Yep.
Are
So
there any
now-
other Simpsons guys apart from Nelson and Bart around? Are there?
Nelson Bart.
Martin's.
Oh, yeah.
Sherry, I think Sherry is one of the twins, you know, with the purple hair.
Oh.
I think one of those is called,
Is
I
there a
think.
Herman as well? The
Don't think
Herman,
it's a
like,
Herman.
oh no, I'm thinking McBain.
What else was Kern? Isn't that a...
Okay, so
isn't
what might
that-
these
isn't
be?
Kern a-
Somebody's name in Simpsons is gay.
Is it?
Yes, I think. I'm not sure. I think so.
Do we know what these might be?
Yeah, that's a
Isn't
good point.
curling something else in curling?
Yeah, but the others won't.
No, I know,
I
but
suppose.
it's not sporting. It's
Yeah,
different.
good think.
Herman's Hermits, Roy Rogers.
Do you want to try with...
No, let's leave it for a minute.
Sid Rogers.
There's Gay as a runner. He's
Yeah.
a 100 metres runner.
Also John Gay, poet.
Okay, search the gardening presenter.
I can't see any other.
Is there any word
poets.
one? Is there a word thing?
Right, yeah.
You've got a minute left.
So we happy with.
Should we
Nelson
try
Bart?
it
Try the
for-
Simpsons.
Do you want to try these four?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, let's just see what it is then.
That's it. You've solved the wall with a minute to spare. Well done. So that's 4 points for the groups. What about the connections? The first blue group, Walker, Presidents, Ryder, Solheim.
Okay, we think these are cups that you can win in sports.
I need to be a little more specific.
Are they golf ones?
They are cups you can win in golf. That's right, the Solheim Cup
That's
is
the
like
ladies'
it's
Ryder
a
Cup.
women's Ryder Cup, exactly so. The green group, starting Hussein, what's that?
We think that this is the middle names of American presidents.
They are the middle names of presidents. Which presidents?
That's Barack Obama.
Yep.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt,
Yep.
Richard Milhouse Nixon, and I would guess Lyndon B. Johnson, but I don't know.
That's right, Lyndon Baines Johnson was his full name. The pink group, starting with Nelson, what's that?
OK, we're going to go for they are characters from The Simpsons.
That's right, they're children from The Simpsons. You're quite right. Sherry is one of the twins, Sherry and Terry, with the purple hair. Quite right. And the final turquoise group, Kern, Rogers, Gay, Herman.
Shall I have a guess?
Yeah, have a guess. I can't think of what Kern is.
I know, apart from how
I need an answer.
OK, I'm going to go for 100-metre sprinters.
They are absolutely not, although I'd like to see them try. They're musical theatre composers. Jerome Kern, Richard Rogers of Rogers and Hart or Rogers and Hammerstein, Noel Gay and Jerry Herman. 4 points for the groups, 3 more points for the connections. That is a total of 7. Let's have a look at the scores going into round 4. The QI Elves have 12 points, the Bibliophiles have 19. Now for the missing vowels round. We've taken the vowels out of well-known names, phrases and sayings. We've squidged up the consonants, and I want to know, what are those disguised clues? Fingers on buzzers. The first group are all films set on Greek islands. Bibliophiles.
Zorba the Greek.
Correct. Elves.
Mamma Mia.
Correct. Bibliophiles.
The Guns of Navarone.
Correct. Elves.
Captain Corelli's mandolin.
Correct. Next category, sayings without the and you'd usually find in the middle. Bibliophiles?
Nooks and crannies.
I'm afraid not. Elves, do you know?
Nooks, crannies.
That's right, there's no and. Next clue. Bibliophiles?
Bits, bobs.
Correct. Elves?
Odds, ends.
Correct. Elves?
Dribs, drabs.
Correct. Next category, sauces used in French cuisine. Bibliophiles?
Espanol.
Correct. And this is a tricky one. Sous vide. Next clue. Elves?
Aloe?
I'm afraid not. Bibliophiles, do you know?
Is it aioli?
It is aioli. Next clue. Elves?
Allemande?
I can't take that answer. I think you knew it was almond, but the bell has gone for the end of the quiz. And looking at the final scores after a hotly contested round 4, finishing in second place with 16 points, it's the QI Elves, but the winners with 23 points, it's the Bibliophiles. Very well done to you. Very good wall you had there. You are through to the next round, from where you can win a place in the quarterfinals. Elves, you're through to a different sort of next round, from where you could win a place in the next round to win a place in the quarterfinals. Join me next time for another episode where 2 more teams will struggle with new and devious clues, while the rest of us struggle with the structure of the whole competition. Goodbye.